Hi, this is Juliana, and today I'm going to show you how to make this really cute pair of Aranyani earrings. These earrings were made with the beads from the Terra Verde collection at Eureka Crystal. That collection's already sold out. However, they do list the supplies in the collection on the website, and generally they're not sold out on an individual level. So I will list links to all of those supplies in the description below. You may have bought the collection and have leftovers. You may have these beads in your stash already, or you may want to purchase them from your favorite supplier. The beads I used to create these were the 9mm hibiscus beads, 2-hole crescents, 8mm Chatons, these are really beautiful, 2mm Drucks, 3mm fire polished. These 11Os came in the collection in a mix. It's kind of a cognac color, slate blue, kind of matte, and this iridescent blue. They kind of look like bubbles to me. Also a 15O and these Ceylon beads, which I've never used before, and I think they're really pretty. I used a size 12 beading needle. You probably want to use something small because it can get really snug in there at times. And I used this 6-pound fire line, but I kind of wanted to use my dragon thread, my green, and I think it would have done better and been more invisible in these earrings, but I'm getting low on it, so I went with the fire line. And that is it. So let's get started. So we're going to start with this little flower component right here. I put about a wingspan of thread on my needle, and I'm going to go ahead and put this flower bead on first. Slide it down, leave a little bit of a tail. We're going to knot it in a minute. Pick up 1 of the 3mm fire polish and 4 of the iridescents, and then 1 fire polish and 4 iridescent beads, the 11Os. We're going to go through the other side of that flower bead, opposite the side the thread's coming out of. And we're going to pick up 4 iridescent 11Os, 1 3mm fire polish, and 4 more 11Os. And 1 more fire polish. I'm going to come through the other side of the flower bead that we're opposite where the thread's coming out. Now we're going to go through, coming out of the flower, going back through these beads, all of them. And see, there's a gap still between this and this, so we're going to go through that too. Back down to the bottom where our thread first came out. Right here. And I am just going to tie a knot with these 2 threads right here. Make sure you pull everything snug. I'm going to go on through the fire polish and those 4 iridescent 11Os. And I tucked it so that that knot kind of slips into that bead. And I'm going to pick up a 15O, a bugle, and a 15O. and come back through the other side of those 4 11-ohs. I'm going to do that all the way around. I'm also going to put a needle on this thread while I'm off camera and go through these 4 beads and then just burn it or tie it, whatever you want to do to get rid of it. You just want to get away from your knot. We'll be back. Just finished putting on that last bugle and 15-0, and I went ahead and got rid of that tail thread. So I'm coming out of this set of 4 11-ohs here. I'm going to go back through the bugle and the 15-ohs and the bugles. The 15-0 and the 1 bugle. I'm going to pick up 3 of these cognac colored beads and go through the next 15-0 bugle, 15-0. Man, those slippery little 15-ohs. I'm going to pull everything snug after you do it. I'm going to do that all the way around, and I'll meet you back here. Coming up to my last set of the 11-ohs, going through the 15-0 bugle, 15-0, and 2 of the cognac colored beads, the 11-ohs. Pulling all that snug. I'm going to pick up 3 of these beautiful blue beads. I don't know what color they are. Matte. They came in the mix with the collection. I'm coming out of that middle cognac there, the middle 11-0, going into the middle 11-0 of the next set. Giving it a tug. Going to do that all the way around. Going up to my last set of the blue 11-ohs. Giving that a tug. Going through that middle 11-0 there, and then I'm going to go through 2 of the blue 11-ohs. And I'm going to pick up a 15-0 and go through the middle of the next set of blue 11-ohs. And we're going to do that all the way around. Coming up to my last 15-0. Give that a good tug. I'm going to go through those 4 beads again, the 15-ohs and the 11-ohs. Just a quick circuit to make it a little more secure. And then on this 4th one, I'm going to go through that center one and the one next to it. I'm going to go through 2 of the cognacs. And then up through the fire polish. I'm going to pick up 3 of the blue 11-ohs, go back through the fire polish. And it's okay if you snag some of those other beads in line with that, because we're going in that direction. Go through all of those, that row of 11-ohs, and into the next fire polish. Pick up 3 of the blue 11-0s into the fire polish. We're going to do that all the way around. Okay, put on the last 3 11-0s. I'm coming out of the fire polish. I'm going to flip that over and go through all 3 of these on top. I'm going to pick up a Cillin bead, a 15-0, and a Cillin bead. And I'm going to go through the next 3 15-0s. Oops. And make sure those kind of pull toward the front. So Cillin bead, 15-0, Cillin bead, through the next 3 11-0s. Do that all the way around. Put on my last Cillin bead. I'm going to go through the 3 11-0s and through the Cillin bead, the first one. And I'm going to skip the 15-0 and go through the Cillin. Through the next 3 11-0s. Kind of pop that Cillin up a little. Just going to pull that snug. I'm going to do that all the way around. I'm going to go through the Cillin, skip the 15-0, and go through the other Cillin. And pop it up. Anyway, we'll do that all the way around, and I'll see you back. I've gone through all of the Cillin beads and the 15-0s and left the 15-0s out. And I'm coming through these 3 blue 11-0s. I'm just going to go right back behind it to that fire polish. And I'm going to pick up 5 11-0s. And go back through the fire polish. Go through 2 of them. Skip this one and go down the other 2. Skip the one in the middle. That one pop up. I'm going to pick up another blue 11-0. I'm going to go down into this iridescent bead and its friend next to it. And go through the other 2 11-0 iridescent beads. Things are getting snug. Then up through the 15-0 and the bugle. Through the cognac colored 11-0s. $15 bugles, $15. Through these 4 iridescents. Pick up an 11-0 blue. And go back up through this. Your little picot here. Skip that middle bead again, come down the other 3 picots, the other 3 11 O's. And that's going to do it for this piece. Excuse me. Now I'm just going to go through some beads and tie some half hitches and tie this thread off. And I'll see you back. You could do that, or you could tie some half hitches and make your way back down to this fire polish, so that when you get ready to connect this bottom piece, you can use that to connect that. I might do that actually. Half hitches, work your way down to the bottom and come out of that fire polish. I've added about a wingspan of thread to my needle. I've got about a size 10 needle here. I may need to switch it to a 12 later. I can't really remember. Things might get snug, I'm not sure. Anyway, if you have to, you have to. I'm going to pick up a crescent bead and one of these 2mm drucks, and I'm going to pick up another crescent. Now you need to be careful how you're picking up your crescents. Let me see if I can show you an example of that. If you pick them up the wrong way, you may have one in one direction and one in the other, and you don't want that. You want them both going in the same direction, like so. So we're going to have 6 drucks and 6 crescent beads. It should look like that, all lined up perfectly like little soldiers. I'm going to slide those down. Leave a little bit of tail that you can weave in. Four or 5 inches. I'm going to go through all of those again. Hold on to that tail. Hold it snug. And you go through pull it together, and I'm going to tie this in a knot. When I say you need to weave in that tail thread, I just mean you're going to need to get the knot through another bead so you can cut it off without cutting off your knot at the same time. Looks like a hot mess, I know, some kind of alien plant or something. So we got our knot right there. I'm going to go through that druck just to bury that knot a little. And then come up through the top hole of that crescent bead. I'm going to pick up this beautiful cognac 11-0, a 15-0, and an 11-0, and go through the next crescent top hole. I'm going to do that all the way around. Coming up to my last set here, I'm going to go through that crescent, through the 11-0, and through the 15-0. And pull all that snug. I think I'm going to go through one more 11-0, crescent, 11-0, and 15-0. Okay, now I'm going to pick up 2 of these iridescent beads, go into the next 15 oh. And push those beads around to the other side of that crescent. Two iridescents, next 15 oh. We're going to do that all the way around. And up to my last two iridescent beads here, going through the 15 oh. Everything's kind of loosey-goosey here. I'm going to go through these two 11 ohs. Don't pull it tight just yet. I want to put my Chaton in there. Pull things tighter. I'm going to pick up a 15 oh, go through the next two 11 ohs. $15, next two 11 ohs. We're going to do that all the way around, and also probably reinforce it a couple of times just to get it good and secure in that bezel there. And then we'll be back. Alright, I've just strengthened that around a couple of times. And now I'm coming out of that 15-0 right there. I'm going to go down into this 15-0 under it. And then down into the 11-0 and the crescent bead. And if you can get it, the next 11-0. Everything's snug. I'm going to pick up a cylinder bead, go through the next 11-0 crescent, and if you can get it, 11-0. Just putting a cylinder between each 11-0 there, the cognac colored. I'm going to do that all the way around. On my last cylinder bead, I'm going to go through the 11-0, crescent 11-0, and the next cylinder. And I'm going to go through the 11-0 and the crescent. And then I'm going to pick up this beautiful blue, kind of matte blue, a fire polish, and another matte blue 11-0, and go through the next crescent. I'm going to do that all the way around. I'm on my last fire polish here. I'm going to go through that crescent and the 11-0, the fire polish, and the 11-0. See my crescent. Pull that all snug. Pick up three 15-0s. Go to the next, through the next 11-0 fire polish 11-0. We're going to do that all the way around. On my last set of 15-0s, going through that 11-0 fire polish 11-0. Go through the next 11-0. Up one of the 15-0s. Skip the next 15-0. Go into the following 15-0 and then through the set of 3 again. We're going to do that all the way around. I've finished perking up all my picots. I'm coming out of this 11-0 right here. I'm going to go into that 15-0 next to it. The first one of the 3. I'm going to pick up a 15-0, a druck bead, 3 15-0s, and this charm. And you need to decide which way you want that charm facing. You want it that way, or do you want a little circle motif facing forward? And then just get it on there in that direction. And if you get it wrong, you can take it out and redo it. So I've got the 15-0, the druck, the 3 15-0s, the charm, and 3 more 15-0s. Going to slide that down. Going to go back through the druck bead. Pull on your charm and slide that up. Make sure your charm's facing the way you want it to. Pick up a 15-0. Go into that third 15-0 in that picot. Pull that snug. And you're going to go into this 11-0 and back toward the crescent, through the crescent, but you don't have to do it at the same time. This is where a Swice 12 needle might come in handy. Alright, I'm going to do them one at a time. So through the 11-0, pull it snug, through the crescent, through the 11-0, don't stab yourself like I just did. And there you have it. You can go through that again if you want to. I feel like it's pretty secure, and this is such a lightweight charm, I'm not going to. I am putting an excerpt in here because I forgot in my original video to add this little fringe, this embellishment rather, on the bottom of this. I just finished it like this. You can skip it if you want, or go ahead and add it if you want. So we're coming out of that bead. I'm going to go through the crescent. Then back down through the 3 15-0s. And through that 11-0. Pick up a 15-0 and 5 of the 11-0 matte blue and come up through that druck bead. And we're going to come up these two 15-0s on the side here and through that 11-0. Probably have to do those one at a time. I'm going to. Through the 11-0, fire polished, and the 11-0 if you can get them all. And it's okay to go through that. Well, no, let's just go through the 11-0. Or just through the fire polish. Whatever you can get through, we're going to end up going through that 11-0 too. And through the crescent bead. Individually or together, however you can do it. And come back up these 3 15-0s. And through that 11-0 again. Should have my size 12 needle on here because this is tight, but I don't. So I'm going to try to do it and hope nothing breaks. Or I can get it through, even. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on this side of 15-0. 5 of the matte blue 11-0s. And up through the direct bead. And go up either side. I'm going to go up this side because that other side seems awfully tight. And go ahead. You can tie this off, or at this point we haven't gotten to this top part yet. You can go ahead and tie it off and start with a new thread at the top to add all to connect these, or you can just weave your way through and have your thread coming out of this 11-0 right here, so you're ready to do the connection, which we will do shortly. See you in a few. We are ready to put these two pieces together. And I have a thread still left over on my top piece here, my flower. I am coming out of this fire polish bead right here at the bottom. So I have where my hook's going to go at the top and my little fire polish at the bottom. If you're not there, just work your way through the beads until you get there and come out of that fire polish. Then we're going to pick up a 15-0, a Sillin bead, and a 15-0. And we're going to go right through, so I'm coming out of this side of the fire polish. I'm going to go down through that middle bead right there on the top of the bottom piece. And I'm going to pick up a 15-0, go back through the Sillin bead, pick up a 15-0, and go back through the other side of the fire polish. I'm going to go down through this 15-0. Pick up another 15-0 and go through the 15-0 below the Sillin bead. through that middle 15-0 again. And this 15-0. Pick up a 15-0. Go back through that top 15-0. Back through the fire polish. And just pull all that snug. We're just gonna go through that circuit one more time. These two 15-0s on the side. And the one on the bottom, if you can snag it all at once, great. If not, just one at a time it. Through that middle 15-0. At the top. Pick up a 15-0. And go into the iridescent beads on the side there. Go through these two. I can get in there. Things are getting a little tight. And my needle's slippery for some reason. There we go. I'll turn it over to the back a minute. I'm going to go down through these 15-0 bugle 15-0 through these cognac colored beads. Things are very snug. Through the 15-0 bugle 15-0. I get that long tail thread out of the way. Back down these iridescent beads on the side. I'd have to do those a couple at a time. Pick up a 15-0. And go back down these three beads, these three 15-0s. I'm going to make sure you're using a smaller needle here, because if not, you could break a bead. And that would be very sad. Okay, now I'm just going to go through this middle 15-0. I'm just going to go down this piece right here, tie some half hitches, and tie my thread off. Put a needle on this one, same thing, tie some half hitches and tie my thread off, and I'll be back in a minute. Here are the finished products. I added some ear wires to the earrings. These came from the collection. You can use any ear wires you want. If you want to use a jump ring in here. You could do that too, but you're going to have two to get it oriented in the right direction. If you enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, please give me a thumbs up, share it with your beady friends, hit the notification bell if you want to see more like them when I put them up, and please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Hope you had fun with these, and I will see you next time. Bye.